If you want to make some picks on your favorite sports, check out Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game where you choose higher or lower on between 2 to 8 players and can win up to 325 times your entry. And using code ZERK when you sign up, you'll get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. Alright, so EA just revealed the College Football 26 top prospect players. We're going to go and take a look at those, talk about the best one to pick, and we have the 13th hidden token. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Robert Irwin for being a part of the Nota Gang. If you guys want a chance, shout out the next video, drop a like in the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, notification bell on it, comment below, Nota Gang. Also, doing to say shout out to you guys that copied the UFC picks in this last weekend and sign up with code ZERK to get that exclusive Charles Oliveira free pick. I definitely have way more stuff coming for you guys throughout the NFL season for exclusive and only code ZERK users. That being said though, guys, we have MLB, which is currently still going on. We cashed in last night on this NRFI pick that I did. Every single day I pretty much run an NRFI, which we'll see how we do today. Also, the NFL season is coming up, so I'm going to be running some private NFL drafts over on my Twitter. You guys can get in and draft versus me. Just follow me over on Twitter so you know when I go ahead and put out those links there. Also, we do have NFL season-long picks and NFL Week 1 picks already live on Underdog, which I've been doing a couple of those, and I'm going to continue to do more of those as we get closer to the NFL season. That being said, though, if you guys check out Underdog Fantasy right now, use code ZERK, you get up to $1,000 in bonus funds and a 0.5 free pick, and you guys sign up. Follow me over on Twitter for my picks and to get in on drafts versus me. Also, check out that giveaway linked down below in the comment section, guys. This is the 7th $150 giveaway that I have already done this summer. Don't miss out. Choosing this winner on Sunday, and college football drops on Monday. All right, so starting off, guys, let's go over the 13th hidden token, which in case you guys didn't know, there's only 14 tokens, and you get these 14 tokens. I'll show you this set if you aren't aware of what exactly I'm talking about with these tokens. I did just drop a video yesterday talking about the first 12 locations, so go ahead and check that video out if you guys want to see that. But as for the 13th location to get this token, to get a player for College Football 26, that is going to be right here, guys, and that will be under the Stars of the Season solos. It's actually been here, by the way, since the graduation promo dropped. It's always said 101 stars. I actually looked at these solos like 2 weeks ago at this point, and there was nothing here. Well, there finally is. As you guys can see, we have the answer in asterisk right here. You go ahead and do this, you score a touchdown. There you go. You get the graduation token, which is the token that you need for the sets. As you guys can see right here, I have all my tokens added in. We just need one more token, and that's going to be the final one to go ahead and get this Deuce Chestnut BND as an 83 overall in College Football 26, which, by the way, if you missed the video that I uploaded earlier, go check it out. I talked about all of the ways that you guys can get free players in College Football 25 to take over to College Football 26. For those guys that don't know, College Football 26 drops this Monday at noon Eastern time. At least that's what it says. We'll see if it drops before that. You never know with EA. They tend to drop stuff actually before it says it's going to drop, but who knows? That being said, if you do not have that noti bell turned on already, turn it on and hit that sub button down below. You do not want to miss out on the videos. Gonna have a lot of videos coming out the next couple of days, and of course, when the game does drop, you already know. Okay, if you were here last year, you know. If you guys follow me over on my Madden channel, you know how I do at the beginning of the year. You're going to get like 3 or 4 videos every single day for the first couple of weeks. It's going to be a little bit crazy. That being said, let's go over these players. All right, guys, so let's go over these players right here. Now, these are the options you're going to have once College Football 26 drops if you guys pre-order before June 19th. That's the only way you're going to get this pack, is if you pre-order before then. When the game drops, you'll get a pack, and you get to pick one of these 4 players. Now, I will tell you guys, by the way, I do actually plan on doing a video where I'm going to talk about all of the player options from pre-orders, whatever, and all the best players to pick. So don't worry, there's actually a decent amount of players we're going to have. You definitely want to make sure you know exactly who you're going to take when. That being said, though, let's go over the 4 options that we actually have, guys, and then I'll kind of give my reasoning on who I think is actually the best option. And really, I think there's not necessarily one true guy because of something we'll talk about there. But starting off, let's take a look at him. Cam Coleman, guys, he is 83 speed wide receiver. And if you take a look at the actual card right there, you guys will see he does have over 80 for all the routes, which is pretty nice, of course, to start off the year. Now, Cam Coleman as well, in case you guys didn't know this, is 6'3", which is also very nice to have at the beginning of the season. And he's also got 81 catching traffic right there with 82 excel, 83 speed. This is definitely a very good wide receiver. Now, a couple things you need to note, though. Number one, we do have a free wide receiver that we get, again, from just pre-ordering, which is you get to pick between Jeremiah Smith or Ryan Williams. Also on top of that, at the beginning of the season, when it comes to these wide receivers, right? You have to remember this. All of these cards here, you're going to end up moving on from pretty quickly, okay? It's just straight up as that. These cards are solid. You'll get some use out of them, but especially for positions, in my opinion, like wide receiver, that is the number one position that a lot of people outside of QB and halfback, I would say, that people are willing to pay a premium penny to get those top wide receivers, to go get the 85 overall Ryan Williams that's going to be in the game, to go get the 85 overall Jeremiah Smith that's in the game. So I feel like with going the wide receiver, it's not a bad option at all. He's actually, in my opinion, one of the better options for sure, especially given the fact these cards are BND and you're going to be able to put him at wide receiver 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, and get some use out of the card. But also, I do think you will probably move on from Cam Coleman decently quick because there's going to be better receivers out. After that, guys, we have Isaiah and Nwokobia. And Nwokobia, I'm butchering the crap out of that last name. I will look up how to say his name before the game drops, okay? So I don't disrespect this man, especially because this might be the player I end up taking, and let me tell you guys why. He's an 83 speed strong safety right here with 82 acceleration. He also does have 83 zone and 79 man. Now, I know it's a safety, and with safeties, again, you're probably going to move on decently quickly from all these cards in general, but with a safety here, right, he's 6'1". There's not going to be that many 6'1" safeties out there who, by the way, have 80 hit power, 82 tackling as well. This is, as you can see by the card, it says box specialist, a user card, in my opinion. This is a 6'1" user safety that I personally would be usering on as my middle linebacker, essentially here. I'd be running a lot of dime packages, maybe even nickel, having him out there still and running him as my user. So he is definitely pretty high up on my list, again, because of the fact that I know myself, I will definitely be moving on from Cam Coleman decently quick. And with an 83 speed, 83 zone strong safety, I think that you may be able to get a longer use out of this card. Now, I will tell you, Deuce Chestnut, who I just went over with those hidden tokens there, you get his 83, he is a free safety. So, once we complete that set, we're going to have 83 overall Deuce Chestnut, a free safety, and then you could go with Isaiah at strong safety. So you could have two 83 overall safeties to start off the year instantly. After that, guys, this is one that I know a lot of people are going to be tempted to take, and that is Zane Durant. Now, if you decide to take Zane Durant, I don't blame you at all. I think this is a great option, and I do think this is one that a lot of people are going to take, especially so if you guys are someone that maybe doesn't play College Football 25, or you don't care to go ahead and grind out everything. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you guys currently go ahead and you grind out the field pass in College Football 25, you can get crossover tokens, and using those tokens, you can get Haloti Ngata, okay, who's a DT. So for me personally, I'm already going to have a defensive tackle. Now, given speed-wise, Zane Durant is a 78 speed, 83 overall DT. He is going to be one of the faster defensive tackles in the entire game. So that's pretty big. He's got 80 blocks and 82 finesse move. He is 290 pounds, I do believe, and Haloti Ngata is going to be a bit bigger. He's probably going to be around 320, 330, I do believe. But he's going to be a lot slower. I think he's going to be a way slower, and I don't know the stats on Haloti Ngata. He is going to be an 83 overall. It's all I know. If they show the stats before the game drops, and Haloti Ngata has at least 70 speed, maybe low 70 speed, that'd be pushing it if he does. But if he does, Zane Durant I'm definitely not going to be taking. However, I think overall, if you guys want to go ahead and just get the best possible player compared to the other core cards that you're going to be able to go and get for the same price as a normal 83, Zane Durant's probably the option a lot of you guys will take. Like I said, I don't blame you. It's just for me, I already have a DT and Haloti Ngata that I know I'm going to start the game with, and I just want a big run-stuffing DT. That's just the way that I play. I just want a huge defensive tackle that's going to be able to stop the run. Zane Durant is definitely one of those guys that some people will be using on blitzes and stuff like that, someone that's very quick to hit that gap, and he's a great card. The final card, guys, is Daquan Wright. I think this is by far the worst one. He's got only 80 speed at 83 overall. There will be faster tight ends. I think he is by far and away, in my opinion, the least preferred card for me. So, yeah, in my opinion, I think overall a lot of people will be going with Zane Durant. It's a great card, and if you don't already grind out the field pass, and you're not going to get all the crossover tokens, and you're not going to get Haloti Ngata, I would say Zane Durant is probably the best option. And the other thing is, guys, even if you're someone like me who has Haloti Ngata, and I even spend money myself, obviously I'm going to spend quite a bit of money at the beginning of the game, I think Zane Durant overall might be one of the best DTs in the entire game to start the season with 78 speed, 80 blocks, and 82 finesse move. We're just not going to see that out there a lot. As you guys can see, coming on over to collegefootball.fan and taking a look at all of the defensive tackles in College Football 25 that are 83 overall or lower, take a look at this. How many of these cards have 78 plus speed? Well, that's Mean Joe Green, which is a legend card, which again wasn't out at the beginning of the year. This card actually wasn't. Mean Joe Green didn't come out for a little bit because he had 87 overall legend. You guys can see the release date. I don't think it actually shows here in collegefootball.fan, but take a look here. August 20th, I believe. So this is like a month into the game. 87 Mean Joe came out, which means also 82 Mean Joe came out then. We also have 83 overall Warren Sapp, which came out much later. And then 82 overall Tavian Coleman, which this card came out, let's see right here again, end of August. So that's a month away to get a DT that was an 82 or 83 overall with at least 78 speed. Now, maybe it's a little bit different, and at the beginning of the year, guys, we might have some other super fast DTs if they decided to change stuff up, but I think overall, Zane Durant's the best one. I do think he's the best one. Isaiah right here is also a very good option, and Cam Coleman as well is a very good option if you want to go with a wide receiver to put it wide receiver 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Get that depth position out there. It's good, but the only thing that's holding me back from saying absolutely I personally am taking Zane Durant is because I have Haloti Ngata. But if he's super slow, if that 83 overall Haloti Ngata doesn't even have at least 70 speed, I'll tell you right now, he's going to be DT2 for me. He'll probably barely ever see the field unless my opponent's just a big-time runner of the football. Then I'll sub in him and have another big DT out there. But Zane Durant with that speed, I just showed you. We don't have that at the beginning of the year usually. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.